Welcome back, friend. So today's conversation is for January 18th and huge, massive shift that has happened. All right, so let's take a look at this. We'll share my screen. First, I just want to say if you're finding value in this and there's some things that have come up in your journaling that you feel okay to share, that would be awesome to throw in the comments. Where are you at? Have the last 17 days allowed you to have a deeper awareness on what is happening in the world and how you are holding on to your natal, your energy, despite everything that's going on, and then taking advantage of all that energy that's taking place. All right. So if we are to take a look at today's chart, massive shift happening here in the nodes. And why are the nodes so important? The nodes are like this trajectory that we're moving through. As a whole, the whole Earth plane is moving through these particular trajectories. Now, each one of us has a north and a south node in our design. And what it is really your street that you're walking down. That's what the nodes are. It's like this trajectory or movement of your life. The street, like places like London, England, and actually Montreal, Canada has a lot of these as well. Paris, France. You're on a street and the street name is such and such. And then as you move down the street name changes. And there's probably lots and lots of cities that do that. And that's really what the nodes do. You're not changing trajectory. You're not switching, quote unquote, your direction. It's about the energy that you're walking through. So right now, the entire planet has just moved from charisma, which was a whole channel. And that channel was all about personal power, contemplating and taking action on the personal power. Now we still have an individual theme, but it doesn't actually create a channel. It's the 8 and the 14. They're opposites. That's what the nodes are. They're opposites in the mandala. Okay. So the 8 is all about contribution. So what you're going to notice is now that you've contemplated, had the ability to take advantage of contemplation in the 20 for the last few months that it's been in there. Okay. From September 4th, 2021 until today, January 17th, well, last night, January 17th. Now we're looking at contribution. How are we contributing? What are we contributing? And this is what I love about this gate. It's also a part of my design. So the 20, 34, 8, and 14 are in my design. So these feel very at home for me. Contribution. This is the basic worth realized in contributing individual efforts to group goals. And why group goals? Because this is a part of the penta. The 8 is part of the small group energy field, which is called the penta. And that contribution, now that you understand your own personal power, where was it being utilized correctly? Where was it not? Contemplating on that. Contemplating on the correct or incorrect actions that you've been taking. Now you get to go, okay, now I understand my own personal power. So now how can I contribute to this whole thing? That's what the background frequency is supporting you in. What are you ready and willing to contribute to the group effort? Some of my clients come to me and they are starting at like 0. They don't know anything about business. They've never been in business. Others come to me and they've already dabbled a little bit. Maybe they've done a couple workshops, a couple of this, a little bit of that, and then we get to enhance it. If you're like totally sitting there going, what do I contribute? I will say this again, and you saw this in the creative series, your list of assets. What are all the things that you've done? What are all the things that you've been? And really, there's going to be a thread there because you had the experience, you went through all this stuff because it's part of your design. None of the stuff that's happened in your life, even the most challenging things, they didn't happen by accident. They happened to take you to this enhanced space where now you can repackage and sell and contribute to the collective, the group, through your own empowerment. The 14, oh, I love the 14, possession in great measure. This is the treasure trove of design. This is where our power skills lie. And those power skills truly are wealth and power at its most exalted. Okay. So when we take a look at the 14 and we look at that possession in great measure, again, that's why I want you to look at your assets. This is where you've filled up your wheelbarrow, the accumulation and retention of power through skilled interaction, coupling grace with control. So this is where you've accumulated and retained tons and tons and tons of skillful interactions. So maybe it's been a challenging interaction. Maybe they've been really graceful interactions. Maybe there's been a control mechanism that you're learning from, or maybe there's a control that you are trying to impart on others that you're learning from. That it's almost impossible. Well, it is impossible to control other people. All of these things, you want to look at all of your assets. What is in your wheelbarrow? I am telling you, people will pay every single day for what's in your wheelbarrow. I didn't have your experience at all. You're having your experience. So now I get to learn from you, and you bring value to other people because of those experiences. Okay. So that, my friend, is the massive, massive shift that took place in the background frequency, in that nodal configuration. Now we also have the 33 here through the moon, which is creating another channel. This is the channel of the prodigal, the design of the witness. Again, this is excellent timing for all of this. You are here witnessing how all of these things are playing out in your life. You know, who's holding the secrets? What secrets are you holding? You've heard me say this about the 13. Now it's the entire channel together as that prodigal. What are you witnessing? If you just sit back and just watch, what is the information field telling you? Get curious. The entire few days of January, this has been probably, for me, the best 21 days, because we can go so freaking deep. 2022, the calendar year, the beginning of it, has set us up for this next cross that's coming, that sleeping phoenix. Okay. So play with some of these questions, really get into, okay, I am here to contribute. We are all here to contribute. What can you contribute? What are you going to bring to the collective so that you feel empowered and they feel empowered? What is it that you can share? Get really curious about that and go deep into, are there any secrets in there that you can actually help the collective utilize so that they can discover themselves? Okay. All right, friends, until tomorrow, talk to you later.